Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to the Haves and Have-Nots, Season 7. I think this is episode 13, whatnot. It's called Desserts. Now, the episode picks up where it left off. Just to remind you, it left off with Justin putting a gun up to David's head. And David's like, if you're going to put a gun up to my head, you better shoot. Again, that's David's words, not mine. Don't do that. Well, if that's going on, Dave just wants Justin to leave his son alone. And he's asking Jeffrey, come out. Are you there? Jeffrey, where are you? Because he knows Jeffrey is there. He's not dumb. He probably saw his son's car. I mean, this is all common sense stuff. He knows his son is there. He even made mention about the weird pictures. Did you guys notice the picture that was off to the wall on the side of where the couch was? It was just separate from everything else. And it was just a picture of Jeffrey's profile. Creepy. Justin is the ultimate creep. Ultimate creep. Now, Jeffrey comes out because he realizes, okay, Jeffrey clearly, he couldn't really hear everything, but once he came out and saw the gun, oh no, David took the gun, punched Justin, and told Jeffrey, let's go. Jeffrey said, no, I'm not going. And David was looking at him like, what's wrong with you? Again, please like, comment, subscribe. New ASMR video up today. Anyway, Jeffrey's whole thing is, well, how can you tell me to do better when I've been awake for a moment now and I still look... Anyway. How can you tell me to do better when you're going and canoodling with mom? With mom, of all people. And David's just looking at him like, excuse me? Excuse me? And he has a plan, but he can't say anything in front of Justin. Or he can't say anything in front of Jeffrey because Jeffrey's dumb too. So David leaves, he gives Jeffrey the gun. Jeffrey goes, gives the gun back to Justin. And Justin goes and tries to say how, all I tried to do was love you. Why would your father do that to me? Because you are trash. You are trash and tragic. And that's the end of that. I don't care about their banter. Let's move on to Benny's in the kitchen. And he notices the TV. Well, he turns on the TV. Why is it front page news, channel 23, breaking news? Charles, he is leaving the White House with his boo, Candace Young. And so then Benny goes and he's trying to talk to Hannah. It's like, look at the TV. Hannah was over it. She was in the fetal position in that bed. Benny is so dense, he didn't even realize something's really wrong with his mom. So Hannah's just kind of watching TV like, oh, Lord Benjamin, whatever. And Benny's on the phone with Mitch. And Mitch tells him, I'm sorry. My family, especially my uncle, they're not budging. They want their money, and they want their money now. They want the interest. So you're going to have to find a way. And it doesn't get better. The longer you wait, the more interest that's taxed on. That's why it's called interest. Think about it. Someone else borrowed, I forgot how much it was, but it was a small amount. It eventually turns into $100,000 because of the interest. So you're either going to pay them now or you're going to pay them in some way. Benny's thinking, well, maybe a foot. Can we do a foot? No, that's not how this whole thing works. So the conversation ends for now because I don't think he went into detail in front of Hannah. That wouldn't have been smart. Mitch is dealing with his cousin who is annoying and who's joshing him on this whole situation of, oh, wait a minute. So the black girl, Candace, that's the same kid? Yes. Oh, why didn't you tell me that she was connected like that? Well, why does it matter? Well, I mean, why didn't you tell me? So maybe you would have cared more then? Look, and then they get into this dumb banter back and forth about how, oh, Mitch would have a better car if he worked for the family. And Mitch was like, well, at least I have a car. I was thinking, what's the point of this? What's the point of this? Why are we giving this other guy more lines? Is he going to become a bigger factor into this? And why did you have that conversation in front of him, knowing that he'll just report anything back to your uncle? Anyway, we get over to the Crier residence where Katherine is trying to go to sleep. That's all she's trying to do. But Jim is being Jim. Jim is waiting for Mitch's call. Jim is pissed at Katherine for having the drugs there. It's not like illegal or anything, but having their son who is an addict and then having drugs around isn't the smart move. We all know that, and we all accept that. And Katherine doesn't care anymore, so she kicks Jim out. She said she needs to go and canoodle with her man, so get out. She then calls Broderick, and he wasn't picking up, so then she calls the hotel, and Rocky picks up. So then he gives the phone over to Broderick, who didn't want to speak to her, and Broderick gives her the cold shoulder. She said she wants to come and meet him, she wants to do it now. Broderick said no. He kept saying no, and then eventually hung up. And he did that because when he talked to Rocky, he let Rocky know, hey, this is a woman who gets what she wants. I want her to chase me. You thought I wasn't going to be able to pull a con on her? Well, I'll show you how it's done. I said, oh, okay. While all that's happening, Mitch comes over to talk to Benny in detail, and they're trying to come up with ways. They're trying to come up with solutions. They can't use the Crier money. Mitch was trying to see if he could get something out of the Criers. There's just a whole lot happening at once, and Mitch is trying to do his best. One thing that irked me was at one point Benny asked Mitch, well, can't you just go and talk to your uncle, and can't you just pay him back? Can't you just do some work for him? And I said, wait a minute, Benny, you didn't listen to him. You didn't listen to him, and now because you didn't listen to him, you want him to work closely with his family, get caught up in that mess to go and help you out when this isn't even his fault? So then he said, no, don't you even. Why don't you ask your sister? She seems to be well connected now. Why don't you ask her for the money? And I said, that's the smartest thing anyone has said all day. So he's going to try that approach because Benny thought that maybe if he sacrificed like an arm, a leg, that's not how this works. Breaking something on you isn't enough. Hannah eavesdrops and overhears, oh, what's going on here? So they're going to kill him? Mitch never said yes, but Hannah knows that this could end badly. She has other things to worry about. She is just emotionally drained from all of this foolery. Emotionally drained from all the foolery. Poor Hannah. Poor Hannah. While that's happening, we see Charles. He's talking to Candace, and that's when Candace lets him know that the president called her a hot piece of black ass, and he was about to go Chucky. But she said, no. That's not how we're going to move. Because like you said, we need to outmaneuver them. Going and stooping down to their level wouldn't be outmaneuvering them. Instead, she's going to go and have him strip for her, and that should be well enough of a distraction. He even talked about bringing in a stripper pole into the White House. She said, oh. I said, this is cute, but this won't last. While that's happening, guess who got dolled up? Or maybe she was dolled up and she was just hiding it from Jim. Katherine got her a good corset, got herself her nice dress, put on, coiffed the wig, and she's going out to see her Latin lover. And here comes Wyatt. Oh, see, she's gonna go and sleep with that dude who's my age down at the hotel. Dad, just gonna let that happen? And he was like, well, by the way, Mom, I have something for you. And Dad, I have something for you too. Trust and believe. Whether it's now or later, I have something for all of you. I'm thinking, oh God. And no one's going to pay attention to Wyatt, and they're all going to get clipped because of it. Wyatt wants to shoot them, but I guess we're going to have to drag this out. We thought that maybe RK was fulfilling part of his obligation to Veronica with doing sexual favors, but it didn't work. Veronica still wants her jewels, and since he can't pay her back, he said, okay, I'll make a deal with you. I'll go over to Jeffrey's house and try and smooth him. I'm thinking that doesn't make sense. Why would no, no, that's not going to work. So then she said, no, that's not going to work. He lives with his father. We need to go a different route. Cool. What do you want me to do? I will go and reach out to him and we'll coordinate. We'll figure it out. Okay, so are you sure, I can't just put a little whammy bammy on you and it's all good? No, and leave. So then he eventually leaves. You know how RK is. It takes him like 10 no's, which in this Me Too era, that's not cool. Anyway, she calls David saying, oh, you didn't come back yet. I'm thinking, he didn't come back yet? What if he came back with you getting sexual favor from... Something's really wrong with Veronica. Katherine already told Broderick that she was going to come down to the hotel. He said, don't bother, I just need to help a customer and I'm going to leave. She came down anyway, and she tried to go and ream him out. And he said, oh, no. I am not your sexual puppet. You will not just go and have me and then cast me aside because you're the person in charge. You're the person in control. You could do that if you really wanted to. So we're not playing that game. I'm not playing games with you. I want you. Katherine said, oh, I'm not stupid. Why would you want me? He said, it's your husband. He made you think that you're less desirable than you actually are. And she was like, you know what? You could have some 30-something-year-old or even 20-something-year-old. She didn't say 20, but I'm throwing it out there. If you really wanted to. He said, I want you. You're beautiful. You've been told for a while now that you aren't, and I'm here to change that. I don't want more money. I want you. And when you're ready to stop playing games with me, then we can talk. I said, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Catherine's going to be sprung. I see it. Broderick's doing good work for now. So then Katherine goes over to the bar, asks for a drink from Rocky, and then she asked him, hey, so are we going to hook up or what? And he said, oh no, Broderick wouldn't like that. He'd be upset. He would fire me on the spot if he did that. Because he knows the angle that Broderick's trying to do. And so she said, oh, okay. Really? Wow. I'm thinking, you can't be serious. You're really falling for this? Okay. All right. While all of that's happening, Jeffrey is trying to talk what's-his-face down. And when I say what's-his-face, Jeffrey's trying to talk Justin down, and Justin's so upset. He's trying to figure out, why would your father do that to me? Why would he do that to me? And then Jeffrey, he's texting someone, and he's saying that's his father. But he puts his phone down, which makes Justin feel like, oh, you're hiding stuff from me. See? I wouldn't put my phone down, face down. And if you go through my phone, it's my ex-wife, my mother, my brother, the people at the station. They're all hounding me because of this situation. And you are hiding stuff from me. I'm doing all this for you. And I'm just getting strife and stress from you. I'm thinking, Jeffrey, what happened to your hair? Is he going for another role or something at the same time? Because I said, what is with this hairstyle? No. While that's happening, he gets a call, and it's from Wyatt. But guess who picks up? Justin. So now they're being catty back and forth, and yes, I said catty. They're being catty back and forth, and it's annoying, it's infuriating, it's irritating, because Justin said, what, did you reach out to Jeffrey so that you could actually get in contact with me so that you can get more stuff? I mean, I don't have anything else for you, but you were ready, willing, and able to do whatever it took the last time so I can get you that stuff. I'm thinking, oh gosh. So then that conversation ends. Justin gets jealous because it looks like Jeffrey's leaving. So then Justin pulls out 2 guns. One for himself and one for Jeffrey, puts both at respective heads, and said, you're not going anywhere. I'm thinking, oh god, this show, the pacing was slow, So we got through this. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week. And by the way, check out my other channel, Romie Whispers ASMR. Thanks.